Hello everybody. How are we all doing? I'm Loomis, and we're about to start up Pyre. Phoenix recommended this one. I don't know much about it, but he says it's some sort of RPG roguelike. So I guess we're gonna give it a go and see. He seemed very excited about it anyway, and he's usually got decent taste, so let's see how this goes. There are no game overs in the campaign, but your choices and outcomes are part of your story. New profile? Your adversary shall hold back against you. Your adversary shall fight back against you. Your adversary shall do their worst against you. Your adversary shall be favored by the stars themselves. Behold, the infinite malevolence of the stars. Well, since it won't let me go with True Nightwing, I guess I'll take Standard. Yeah, I'll have subtitles on, please. Aim assist? Can I change that later? Okay, we'll give this a go. See where it takes us. Other than the subtitles, I think I left everything on default. The game's so quiet that my headset just tried to turn itself off, so that's one thing. I don't know if I need to turn it up a whole bunch or what. Hey, Theist, how you doing? Are you having a good afternoon? I don't think it appears to be happening, so I guess I click. Cool. That does not look like a balanced cart. Oh well. Your days in the downside brought slow, lonesome agony. Now, as you lie yielding to the elements, something rumbles into view. 3 shapes emerge, each clad in strange attire. Just woke up? Cool. So far, so good. All one can ask for. Another piece of filth expelled from the Commonwealth. Oh boy, there's Kunari in this game? I wasn't expecting that. Yeah, I'm doing alright, thanks. Yeah. Pretty standard day so far. I've been waking up really early a lot lately, which is giving me more free time, but also making me much more tired. I don't know whether it's a good thing or not. See, right on schedule. What did I tell you? You told us we would find someone alive. Someday. I said we'd find someone alive someday. Just not today, I guess, but don't be glum. You know I see you frowning under that mask. Looks like he's breathing. The masked wanderer presumes you are male. Interact to change this. He, she, unclear. Hey, Miki. How are you doing? What do you think, guys? What gender is our character? Are we a gentleman, a lady, or a mind your own business? About the same, Miki, but that's pretty much permanent for me. Other than that, I'm good. Hey, Phoenix. Welcome. How are you doing? Mind your own business, gender? Cool. It seems they still are. Then stand aside. I shall send them to a better place. A better place? Name me a single better place than this. Not a great week? Oof. Sorry to hear it, Phoenix. Hope things get better for you. Which they surely will. We're playing your game now. Hang on. The markings on their rags. I think they're one of them. But look at them. They're beyond our help, and we are beyond theirs. Broken, shaken, starving, probably diseased. Yeah, good luck with that there, chum. See you back at the wagon. Indeed. The day grows dim. You have at best an hour. Understood. I won't be long. The voice acting is amazing too. Not convinced about that one. I'm not very good at voices. And I also forget everybody's voice the moment I've done reading their first line. But I try. After the others leave, the man turns towards you and begins unfastening his mask. Premium gibberish. Wakka's in this game? Is this the Final Fantasy X universe? Ah, thanks guys. Hello, my friend. Don't care who you are or what you did. None of that matters anymore. All of us, we're equal nothings here. You are parched, and he gives you drink. You ache, and he binds your wounds. You hunger, and he gives you food. Little by little, it helps. There. You're tougher than you look. Name's Hedwyn. Now come on. You sense no ill intent as he helps you up and leads you to an old black wagon. Nothing like the stately vessels that paraded Commonwealth criminals through Alabaster streets. Hey guys, it looks like we've got the 3-star Dragon Ball already. Oh no, he's hot. Perfect waifu. Hedwyn beckons you to enter the black wagon. Step inside? The weather-beaten wagon is as much a mess inside as out. You see the masked woman and the talkative creature taking stock of ancient-looking books. I'm back. And with a guest. She loosens the clasps on her mask. You may call me Jodariel. And as for myself, the small one struggles with his mask. Jodariel soon assists him. Yeah, these people are too beautiful for me to hang around with, Phoenix. All 3 of them are out of my league. That is to say, you may regard me by the name of Rookie Greentail. He's the smallest yet loudest of the 3 masked wanderers who found you clinging to life. Such pleasantries out of the way, the horned woman then motions to the others. She glances at you sidelong as she speaks. So she actually had real horns under the mask with horns. How does she get the mask over them? They're all curving and everything. Must be a nightmare to put on. Oh, it looks like it's hollow on certain sides, so it just got its clips in place over the top. Yeah, alright, I guess that makes sense. Can they do it? Hope so. Haven't asked them yet. What? Then what are we waiting for? Hey, chum. Nice meeting you and all. But tell me something. You know how to read or what? Of course I know how to read. I understand your language. How do you think I'd be communicating if I couldn't see the subtitles? He's asking if you are a reader. A reader, one who can derive meaning from text. Literacy has been prohibited for centuries. Those with knowledge of the old ways violate the law of the land. And something of the old ways in spite of the Commonwealth decree. No one in their right mind would dare violate the law of the land. I need to earn my sentence is no one's business but my own. I'm inclined to admit it, these people have been good to me. And hey, we're not in the Commonwealth anymore. Phoenix, I am large, I contain multitudes. You confirm their suspicions. There's no use trying to hide it now. Well then, glory days! 'Cause it just so happens my associates and we got ourselves some nice material here for someone just like you. Rita, you still live thanks to us. We ask for something modest in exchange. Open one of those books back there and tell us what it says. Sorry to put you on the spot like this, my friend. The exiles indicate the books in their possession. Have a look. Some sort of symbol is set into the wagon's floorboard. You cannot sense its purpose. Oops. Oh. Alright, I must have complete darkness if I'm going to read. Colorful robes and ceremonial masks on the walls. The boundless downsides, even if you could run, you would not get far. Hungry-looking creatures near some sort of attic. Guys, the attic's full of adorables. Pick up one of the books and read, they say, so I immediately begin dusting. Perhaps there's been some sort of mistake, they wonder, but say nothing. Hold on. Lone figure sits still in the corner of the wagon. Now is not the time to check on him. I mean, they don't know what I need to do in order to be able to read, right? Okay. I did. Let's have a look at this strange book. Pick up one of the old and heavy volumes bound in materials you do not recognize. Oh, wow. Forward, a formal welcome undersigned by the 8 scribes. You, dear reader, are an exile of the downside, such as we, the 8 who wrote this book of rites. That you possess it and have the capacity to glean its words is testament enough to your potential. Thus we reveal a path from this forsaken place to freedom, a homecoming in glory. Stars themselves shall be your guide. Ere the turning of the year's first solstice, seek the nearest longitude beneath the brightest of 8, as they align as shown. Arrive as a triumvirate, clad in the raiments of the rites, bearing this book. Oblige the voice that tells you more. Okay. So we need to find a point where these stars line up properly? Oh. I can click on the inspect button and it brings it up in readable text instead of faded and fanciful writing. But also if I hover the mouse over it, it glows, which is cool. Can I turn the page now? I've yet to unlock any more pages. I'll need to grow in strength as a reader before I can progress beyond the foreword. Makes you put on a monocle. The book describes a complicated method through which exiles can return to the Commonwealth. The words swim through your mind as Hedwyn gets your attention. Well, friend, what does it say? Then your vision starts to fade and blur. You feel your body weaken and give out. You use too much reading all in one go. Oop.
Dare you tamper with forbidden knowledge? So soon after your sentence into exile. 'Tis true what the book says. You can be free again. Perhaps not you yourself, but someone worthy of the privilege. You witness now the path towards
Yeah,
salvation.
I'll turn it up in a moment, Phoenix.
You witness
I don't want to accidentally skip the cutscene.
one way to return to glory. Though in your case, I hardly think it possible. Yet, by the grace of the scribes, it is my duty to inform you anyhow.
Let's try it there. It worked. Hey Alex, how are you doing? You having a good day? So it is true. Yes, but what now? And where'd the reader go? Soundtrack and the gentle voices. Yeah, I'm good, thanks. Doing alright. Yeah, your boat did break the tie. Thank you for that. They should be out there still. For now, we have to put our faith in them. They could abandon us. They won't. You look upon the 3 of them from beyond as Hedwyn calls out to you.
Welcome home, such as it is. This squalid hamlet, these corrupted lands, they are yours now, and you are bound to them.
Don't violent I violent remember Thielm 17 a get good.
It gets good. Alex, thank you so much for the sub. 6 months. That is a long time. Half a year. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Don't fail and remember, get good. Do my best. Yeah, you've been promoted to a green badge. Reader, we aim to free ourselves. We will not grow old and die in the downside. And now I swear to you, when we get out of here, you're going to come with us. But first, we need your help. Show us the way. Freedom. You focus all your mental faculties and do as Hedwyn asked.
A celestial orb falls from the heavens when the time is nigh.
Down left mouse button to approach the orb. Okay. So I guess, like, as the reader, I'm the commander, and these are my soldiers. On the battlefield of the book. I'm not sure whether I'd be better off playing this with a with mouse and keyboard or with a gamepad. Quick scout around first.
Exiles conduct the rites as a triumvirate, for they must prove their trust in one another, not just in themselves.
Okay. Space to pass the orb. Oh, it's a sports ball game. The celestial orb falls in the center of the pitch. We have to pass it to our teammates so that they can score in the enemy's tornado. Let's pass it to this guy. He's tall. I bet he's got all kinds of dunks. Hold space to pass to Rookie. Ah, okay, you aim it this way.
The three must act as one.
National Bonfire Association. Now one move at a time. Your abilities are shown here. So this guy has pass and sprint. Whoop. Does he only ever sprint forward?
Plunge into the pyre with the orb and be purified.
Okay, so he goes in the direction that he's facing, not in the not always directly to the right.
Yes, the exile Rookie has the way of it.
Hey, we scored a goal.
The flame is banished for a time. His or her cohorts must make do on their own. Oh, but it is not so simple. In the rites you shall face adversaries whose own freedom is at stake. Beware the aura that surrounds them, as they shall beware yours. The aura is your wrongdoing. Accept it as a part of you. Cast your aura like a stone. Go on. Correctly done. again. Just so. A glorious performance, I admit. More than I expected from the likes of you. Grasp
I'll
the
soon
orb
return.
once more. The orb absorbs the aura, then the orb quenches the flame. Now I say jump. Leap with all your strength.
Whoop!
Not quite.
I don't. I pressed W. Do I need to be moving as I? Okay, there we go.
Sails the orb into the waiting flame.
There we go. We jumped. Yeah. We got a slam dunk.
Snuff out the adversary's pyre, whilst yours yet burns.
Whoop. Oh, I was trying to change character. Can I only change by chucking the ball to them? Whoop.
You'll have to do better than that.
Oh, spacebar, okay.
Their pyre weakens. Engulfed within the aura. Banished all of them.
Try jumping with W. Whoop. Oh no.
Shall it be? Indeed.
Another dunk. Oh, if you fling them, then you get to you get to keep both your characters.
Onward thus to greater glory. How fine.
Oh, you need to banish more adversaries this time. Oh no. No!
There it is. Proof. Banished one and all. Edwin doused the adversary's flames.
All three? I already forgot what I was saying.
The orb is loose. Why, that was all of them. The rite is complete. There.
Oh,
dear
yeah, all three of
reader.
your characters.
Now you understand.
Cool, we
Or
just
do you?
we killed some people, I think.
This
We
was
doomed
but a
their
glimpse
hopes of
that which lies ahead.
getting what they wanted.
I would tell you to turn back. Cast down your hope. But all those such as you never listen.
Phoenix, I can't believe you've tricked me into playing a sports ball game. Yeah, he catches on fast. The others are still picking themselves up as you awaken. Well, that was something. That was our way out. So, now we just follow the stars, or what? Supposedly. Reader, come, let us regard the night. Daria leads you outside where clear sky awaits. Now show us, before the howlers catch our scent, where shall the rites commence? You gaze at the stars, seek out your destination. The South Star. Ambitious but discontented, wiser than most. Seek knowledge and new experiences. I guess we're probably meant to start here and work our way out. It's a very musical star. Hmm. 200 leagues due east, the Ridge of Gaul. Fossil remains of the Serpent Titan slain by Gaul Galathanion yet loom over those living in his shadow.
Concilia.
Great. We're supposed to be there when exactly? Very soon, according to the stars. You should be able to arrive in time, if you make haste. Then we had best get started. Well, this ought to be good for a few laughs at least. What do you say, Jody? Jodariel turns to you, studying you. Rita, do not deceive us. Pray we make good use of our remaining time. What she means is, good to have you aboard, chum. We're counting on you, my friend. See you inside. Freedom, the rights are the key. 'Tis a lot to take in. Fellow exiles await you in the wagon. Join them? Downside Prairie. This place is full of life. I'm not sure being exiled out here is that much of a punishment. I don't know. Is the Commonwealth that great? This place looks beautiful. You arrive in Downside Prairie, where the road ahead is forked. There's a lack of consensus about which way to proceed. When the downside's only verdant regions, it gets less hospitable as you press further north. Oh, okay, that's fair. I'm telling you, we ought to take the northern pass. Got an associate holed up in Hollowroot I've got to pay a visit to, beside. Hollowroot? We can go see the Hollow Knight. We can trade him a nice new nail and he can lend us his compass so we can find the stars. Oh yeah, that's fair, Phoenix. But I mean, if there's that many of these exiles out there, can't they just found their own town here in this verdant region and live off the land? Well, apparently there's a town there. So I guess some exiles are doing exactly that. Fie on your associate. Best we head to Blooming Pool and avoid attention. A humid area packed with hot springs. Run off from the sandfalls means no bathing in the springs, so they're just there to mark you. Oh. I mean, I was excited when you mentioned hot springs, but I get stuck in a bog while we're at it. The dispute continues as Hedwyn listens for a while. What if the reader settled this? They mark the way, we get us there. If these rites are meant to test our faith, then we'd best learn to trust the reader's instincts on our path. No second-guessing them along the way. Can we all live with that for now? Yeah, sure. If necessary. Then it's settled. Just point the way, my friend. The stars guide us through you. You now choose a route towards your goal at certain junctions. Weigh the options. They are very heavy. Jadariel thinks she can find rare flora here. I mean, she didn't mention that. She just said that it avoids attention. Yeah, this is as I'm trying to make up my mind, they just remind me of stuff. Or if I question them. So, a hollow root where we've hopefully got a friend, or a blooming pool. Where there's rare flora and a lack of enemies. Why do you want to go to a hot spring which you can't bathe in? Flowers. I feel like we're going to learn more about what's going on by going to a settlement. Maybe we can get some news there on the other groups. We've got a contact here we can look into, apparently. As you pass through the squalid little area, you hear boisterous voices coming from what looks to be a public house. Ruki stumbles forth from it, holding something in his paws. I already regret coming to this busy town when we could have been with hot springs and flowers minding our own business. Oh, hey chum. Just wrapping up a real important exchange back there. Hang on to this for me, will you? I'll have to drop it off if we head further north. Received a plain parcel. Cannot tell what is inside. Seems legit. Okay, so we're establishing our trade network. This will come in handy later. Apparently we're not hanging around there. Just saying hello to that guy and moving on. The black wagon grinds to a stop at the base of the Ridge of Gaul. The others ask you to assist with making preparations for nightfall and the commencement of the rite. Commence the rite. Okay. Let's have a look inside the black wagon then and see what's going on. Drive imp. Creatures such as this must have been bred to push the black wagon along. Oh, okay. Greentail family portrait. Beautiful likeness of a younger Rookie with his mother and uncle. Rookie status nearby. Okay. I guess I need to wait until he is not around to interact with it. You observe the masks and robes, whose old engravings and embroidery suggest a formal purpose. Some of the garments are massive, while others are so small they might fit a child. Headwind is cooking tins. Passes for cooking supplies in the downside. Headwind does most of the cooking. Headwind status, out training. Book of Rice describes the need for this sigil. Alright, what's up, Rookie? Hey, chum. Appreciate you taking us through Hollow Route back there. How about that? Are you certain that parcel will fetch us an adequate price of the slug market? Surely we could have procured some sort of rare fungus had we gone the other way. Much as I love the idea of procuring rare fungus there, Jody, you said we wouldn't go around second-guessing our good chum's decisions, right? Jodariel says nothing in response, but soon changes the subject. Night falls soon. Come along, Greentail. We have much left to prepare. Two of them soon go about rummaging through the raiments and their books strewn about the wagon, leaving you to your own devices. Rookie status nearby, even though... Even though he wandered off. I guess he's doing stuff around here. Let's have a look at the book then. What's new? The First Exile. In the words of Gol Galathan Thanion, a Master General. You know, perhaps, the Hang on, I gave the author a fancier voice, didn't I? You know, perhaps, the thrice-cursed name of Solium Mur, the Emperor of Sar, the First Exile, and my liege. This chapter concerns him, and those who found him in the downside. Each of us was sent to take his life. Such was the hatred for him, in and around his country. Yet we found in Solium Mur a man transformed, in body, mind, and spirit. A man deserving of much more than mercy. In time he named us all his scribes, and he became the eighth. It is my greatest honor now to share with you his deeds. To know his story is to know the rights. 8 different voices. You have a point. Is each chapter meant to be a different person? Yeah, this one's Gol Galathion. This one is written by everybody, I guess? The Master General. You know, perhaps, the thrice-cursed name of Solium Mur, the Emperor of Sar, the First Exile, and my liege. To know his story is to know the rights. That's how generals talk, right? Hey, Buzz, how you doing? This is... This is Pyre. It's a sports ball RPG. We're engaged in a vicious battle to score enough dunks to save civilization from ruin. The ruin of us not being allowed there, because it must be very boring back in the Commonwealth, which we are currently exiled from. Yeah, to earn freedom or something. If we If we win the Slam Dunk tournament, then we're allowed to return home to the Commonwealth as heroes. I can only presume I was required to leave on account of having frustrated somebody through a wall or what have you, for being mildly annoying. You know, this happens. Somebody politely asked me to do something. I was like, nobody tells me what to do. Interact to view the roster. In the common room, you may review various notes and observations about your fellow exiles and their respective paths towards enlightenment in the rites. Okay, we got our crew here. Our basketball team. So here's Hadwin, the Nomad. Gain enlightenment from conducting the rites. Hadwin's glory is 20. Okay, so that's how much damage, that's how many points you get for a dunk. For some money in the common room, does it become the Commonwealth? Makes sense to me. Presence is aura size, okay. I'm not sure I understand how the aura works. You can't step into another person's aura, but if they push against each other, one of them shatters. I guess I'll learn. I have observations, but the tutorial guide didn't explain it clearly. It's maybe something I figure out as I go. Quickness, movement speed. Hope, duration of banishment. Respawn time 6.7 seconds. Yeah, it talked about everybody having their own aura, and the auras colliding, and nobody can step into an enemy's aura. Well, we can't go into an enemy's aura, but neither can they go into ours. And then when I walked up to their guy and my aura pushed against theirs, their aura shattered. So I'm guessing that character had a stronger aura? Rites powers. Cast, throw his aura in a straight line. Jump to evade adversaries' auras. Sprint, runs faster for a short time. Past, Outrider. Come on, I need to know this guy's sign. Was a bronze clasp identical to that of Judariel, suggesting they may have met before their exile. Nightwing's cargo. The inventory. We got a plain parcel. Can't equip that. And he doesn't have any masteries. Nor has he completed any rites. Okay. How do I bring up that page that I was looking at again? The one that was here. Ah, here it is, the bio. A grim, long-time resident of the downside, accustomed to surviving there. A demon. People who survive in exile long enough to be transformed by it. Okay. Veteran. Served on the blood border. Lunges forward in one swift motion, so she's got a dash instead of a sprint. Otherwise... Oh, and her jump is different. Forces people back. A slow, thick line. Whereas his is a straight line. It leaps through enemies' aura. Whereas hers knocks people back. Oh, apparently the clasp that they both wear is the military sigil. So she was a soldier on the Blood Border, and this guy was a scout. Presume you don't have any masteries or items, yeah. 30 glory, so so her dunks are devastating. She's got a lot more presence as well. Obviously slow speed, and not a lot of hope. He's full of hope, full of speed, not a lot of glory, and almost no presence. Okay, maybe it's just that if auras overlap, then obviously if you've got a bigger aura, they walk into yours first. He has a long, thin line. He hops quickly, and he's got a sprint. He was a trafficker, okay. So he's a dog person, and he was a smuggler slash fence. So what, you sold illegal? Carried and sold illegal goods. He's a good boy. Are we sure? Out here? Unresponsive, but seems to be alive. Observe the man slumped in the corner of the wagon, bearing some sort of stringed instrument. You sense he lives, but nothing more. Seems inopportune to ask about him now. Want to talk? Yeah. I don't actually know if I was banished for reading, or if I was banished for something else, but also I'm a reader. Wagon centrifuge must be up there. Strive him stare down at you with big wet eyes. Yeah. Guess that's just the way back out. So here's where we come for dialogue and just checking up on things, I guess. So I think we've done everything. If we're heading out, we should turn the candles out. I feel like I'm missing something, though. So Headwind's out training. We can see that by hovering his. So they. Ah, here we go. It's the rug. Gonna say the portrait says where Ruki is. The parts say where Headwind is. This is what tells us where Jody is. Fashioned from a howler's hide, sends their ilk a clear message. Tudariel says not to step on it. Okay. I don't know if we're about to do more with these things later. Alright. Well, I've got a ride to commence. I'm going to take a quick break, guys. Yeah, it's a bit weird to have a rug that you can't walk on. Like, if it's to scare off other howlers, maybe dangle it, like, outside or something? You could put it over the doorway. It's like a half cover that you just push aside as you step out. That would look nice. I really need to talk to Jodie about her fashion choices. Yes, very awkwardly placed tapestry. They're normally much better on a wall than on the floor. Yeah, I'm going to take a real quick break, guys, and when I get back, we're going to commence our first ride. Begin our first true trial. See you all in just a moment. Alright, I'm back, everybody. I see you all left in my absence. See you in a bit, Phoenix. You guess you'll get up, Buzz? That's a mistake if ever I heard one. Alright. Let's get to our first match of the new season. As darkness falls, your fellow exiles stand together, clad in the raiments of the rites. The preparations are set. However, everything is still and calm. Soon they grow restless. Keep telling you there's nothing here. What a bunch of idiots we are. We traveled all this way for nothing. I don't think we did. Look up.
The stars align at last.
The Gall Games are officially open!
Time, and your triumvirate is ready. Your adversaries in the rites this eve shall be the accusers. Whose ever pyre yet burns once the other is extinguished shall step closer to freedom. Now let the rites commence.
Stars are aligned and your pyre burns bright. Across from your companions appear several others, also clad in raiments. Your adversaries in the rites. Everyone ready? Let's hope so. Be still, we have a visitor. The one to whom she refers steps forward. At last, the Nightwing's graces with their presence. I see that the reports of your demise have been exaggerated after all. Even I was beginning to think you were gone for good. Nobody moves save for the man robed in gold who unfastens his mask. Surprised to see old Lendl again? I trust you remember my face, though you must have assumed never to see it again after last time. Never had I come so close to freedom, only for you to dash my hopes. Now I, and the accusers, shall repay that affront. Shoves his mask back on and takes position with his comrades. It is time. From the shadows you clutch the Book of Rites and focus on the task at hand.
Begin. The power of the aura.
Okay, so I think it looks like our aura receded after... Uh-oh. Defend me! Okay, here we go. Ah, no! Jump! There we go. We scored a point.
Underestimated you.
Whoops.
A banishment.
Oh no, you caught it! Uh-oh.
Comical.
Oh yeah, I need to remember that I can pass it as well. Come on, the path is open.
With grace.
No, I shall not accept defeat from you again. Hear me, accusers. Stand your ground. Let your auras boil in rage.
It seems that you have flustered the accusers.
We have rattled them. They mean to draw us out. And we'll just have to run more circles around them.
Have you any idea what that Lendl did to deserve his exile? A daring display. Flinging the orb into the flames like that. You elude banishment using such tricks. 'Tis taken.
Uh-oh.
A true aimed thrust into the fire. Now go.
Oh, okay. I can't move unless I'm the one with the ball.
Rookie plunged into their fire. Your victory is at hand.
Oop. Here we go.
And it is done. You have prevailed. Rejoice then in your single fleeting victory.
Hey, we're not going home empty-handed.
Guron Salashe.
We're going home with a 0 scoreline. It's the important thing. Your deceit may have earned you a hollow victory, but know this. The accusers will not forget your wickedness. When next we meet, you will rue the day.
Bask now in the wisdom of the scribes. The exiled Jodariel has gained enlightenment. Only the enlightened can regain their freedom.
I've withstood worse nights than this, though few as strange. Oh. Okay, so we leveled up. And now we choose a mastery. So, Sins of the Fallen Emperor. Upgrade to strength and physical prowess. Wounds of the First Exile. Enhance their spirit and force of will. So we can get a double dash. Well, we can get her instant stamina with recovery when she banishes somebody. So we can maybe use her as a fighter. Dash towards the enemy, blast them, and then dash to grab the ball. Ah, this gives extra presence. I think I want to work towards the extra presence. Also, you get extra starting health. Okay, yeah. So, of the two starting tree moves, I like this one better than this one. But I like this tree a lot more than I like this tree. So I think we're going to work towards this.
The demon scribe bestows his favor.
Did Rookie gain XP? Or did he like get it first? I don't know. After the rites, the accusers disappear into the darkness. As you return to the wagon, in the still night sky you see a single star burns brighter than the rest, beckoning you onward. The longer you charge, the more damage you do if it flies true. Oh, okay. Didn't realize that. Well, my friends, what can I say? The rites are real, and we're in. The Getting Out of Here Club. Next up on the agenda, keep chasing stars until we're free. Until we are free. Until we're free. Here, here. Sounds fine. Might as well be us instead of Lendl back there. Anyway, guess we better start packing. As the others go about their business, Hedwyn turns to you. Excuse me. Rita, come walk with me while the stars are still out. You and Hedwyn walk in silence for a time before he speaks up. You have questions. Come, ask away. We need you in on this for the long haul. Just know if anything is troubling you. Get the impression that your participation is not optional. Nah, I think I'm all in here. These guys saved my life, and it's not like they're asking me to do anything I wouldn't be willing to do anyway. Your fellow exiles to the right, so they've not asked you to participate firsthand. That seems obvious. Somebody's got to be the reader, and I'm the only one who can read. Yeah, maybe we'll ask about the Nightwing stuff. We're apparently pretending to be a clan that we're not. We ask Hedwyn how he and his companions managed to come into possession of this black wagon, and what happened to its former owners. He maintains eye contact and his smile. Good question, my friend. We're going to have a lot of time to discuss that and many other things. Make you a deal. Read the stars for us again, and I'll tell you about it on the way. Sense he speaks truly as he beckons towards the fading dark above. You gaze at the stars. Jamur, the Dusk Star. It's our next right, apparently. South stars faint over the ridge of Gaul. Ancient spring in Jamua Valley. Okay. That's a long way north and west. We'll see if this wagon's fit for it. Then he turns to the others. How's it going, Rookie? Aim's fed, wheels clean. Status, Jody? No sign of howlers. Everything is secure. Good. Then get some rest. We're headed to the spring of Jamur. At dawn, we're off. The Alpha Chief hoped bathing here would cure his ailments, but it only made him itch. Okay. Okay, let's chill inside the Black Wagon for a bit then. Say nothing new is going on. Let's have a chat with Rookie. Find Rookie rummaging in the corner of the Black Wagon. Hey, chum. Know what? It's good having someone else around, besides those two. So come to think of it, there's something I wanted to get your take on. You have to promise to tell me honestly. Would you say? What I mean is, He hesitates, trying to find the words. Look, what I'm trying to say is, He senses something serious is troubling him. He moves in very close, making sure no one else is in earshot. It's about my mustache. My moustache. I've been getting some conflicting reports about it. Would you say my mustache that it makes me look a bit, you know, unscrupulous? I don't know, I kind of like the mustache. I think a human would have trouble pulling off that mustache without looking like they might be tying a maiden to a railway line at any moment, but I think he can get away with it. Suggests that his mustache looks perfectly fine. He grins wide at you. Couldn't agree more, chum. I knew straight away that you're a real judge of character. Anyway, got to check the wheels again for mites. See you around. Bounds off out of the wagon. Gain +1 hope for the next ride. Nice. Yeah, nothing new in the book. How does it get so dusty in here again so quickly? I only just cleaned this all up. And all the cobwebs are immediately back. Is it the drive imps? Are they making the cobwebs? Jadariel's status, lifting heavy objects. Edwin's status, having a quick meal. Okay, so let's have a look at the common room since we've now got a mastery. Okay, so it is equipped. It looks like you can only have 4 equipped at a time. Alright, still, that's cool. Okay, guess we're done here. Let's continue our journey. Jamura Valley. Rookie knows this mountain pass through to an arid region further north. climate here is hot and uncomfortable. On top of that, we have a stowaway. Home? Can we go home? Those sticks are the pattern of the stars. She must have latched onto the undercarriage as you crossed the ridge. Her manner is odd, though you sense she means no harm. She must have overheard some of your fellow exiles' conversations. You need but say the word, Hadwin. Oh, come on, you can't be serious, Jody. She's just some kid. Managed to climb aboard our wagon undetected, but still. Do it, Jody. Jadariel approaches the girl and looms over her. Listen to me, girl. We cannot guarantee that we shall get you home, or any one of us. But at present we have room for you and adequate provisions. You may accompany us for the time. Jadariel leaves without awaiting a response, presumably to make room in the wagon for your new guest. The stowaway is overjoyed at this. Really? You're so kind. You are most kind to someone you just met like me. May the 8 scribes smile upon you all. She claps her hands, bursts into laughter, and performs some sort of dance. Ruki stares at all of this and leans in closer to Hadwin. Hey, so what gives? First the reader, now we're taking her along? What, we're gonna take in every mite-bitten drive imp we find now, too? Hey Buzz, you missed the b-ball match. Easy, Ruki. I think he'd want for us to bring this one along. Who, Sandalwood? I thought you said he asked we find someone to fit in every type of mask. Near as I can tell, yours would fit her just fine. He asked that we use our best judgment. Besides, we send her away, she'll go telling anyone she finds about us. We can't risk that right now. So, can I come in? It's very hot, and I'm a little thirsty and a little tired, too. Yes, you're welcome here with us. One question, though. What do we call you? Well, this is embarrassing, I think, but I don't know for sure. It's just, back home, they call me lots of names. Like, for the color of my hair. They made fun of you just because you got gray hair? That's it. My name, it rhymes with gray. My name, it... Oh, it's just... They called me lots of names. You sense the girl is struggling to recollect a certain name she felt best suited to her. Make peace with her name. Weird game. It's an interesting one so far. Since her name is May? Kay? Faye? Day? Zay? Shay? Ray? Several other names ending in A of which you are aware. I kinda like Faye. What do you think, Buzz? You got a preference? Anybody want to call out a name? Otherwise, consider other possibilities. Consider more ways for her to make peace with her name. Lay? Che? Nay? Tay? Zay? Gay? Gay the Grey? Bay? Since her name is Bay. You like Gay the Grey? I'm tempted by Bay. Alright, I guess if chat likes that one, that's the name we'll go with. A is also a comedy choice. This one can't possibly be right, can it? Okay, I think I'm gonna go with Bay then. Bay is best girl. Suggests that her name is Bay.
Vistalia.
Why, that's it! My name is Bay! My name is Bay!
Lita Polameta.
Where I'm from, they call me Bay the Bloodless. But I guess maybe you don't have to say that part, because I didn't really like it. Your fellow exiles decide to bring Bay along for now. She almost collapses from exhaustion, so you take her in and show her somewhere she can rest. Bay joined the group. She is tired but excited. So I was promised a story as we travelled. Headwind's not telling it. I hope he doesn't think he can distract me just by providing a best girl. The wagon arrives in a somewhat peaceful stretch of Jomura Valley. Our companions wish to haul up here for the night, to give Bay and all of you a little time to rest. Stuff is happening in the black wagon. Seems to have something on her mind. Does she have an item? Most of them seem to have a special item to indicate what they're up to. I'm not really seeing anything new though. Okay, I guess we just chat with her. Bay seems to be recovering well since you found her. She seems fascinated by everything and everyone in the wagon. Oh! Hi, Rita. You are the one who knew my name. You guessed it right, you did. Thank you for your hospitality. I've just been eating with the imps and talking to the wagon. This wagon, he and I are the same age. Almost to the very day. But I am older by 3 weeks, so I'm giving him a hard time. Little brother, I call him. He's a good wagon, isn't he? He will take us very, very far. My little brother, sure, he pulls at my hair at times, and I don't like it very much. But he is family. I'm happy to be here with my family. Thought I had lost them all again. I thought that I had lost them all. Oh, but we've stopped now, haven't we? And I should go outside to dance, in case the scribes are watching. Bye, Rita. Smiling back at you, she prances out the door. Okay. Otherwise, doesn't look like there's anything new going on in here. Let's have a look at the common room. Is she one of our characters now? No? They said they were going to give her a mask to try on, but I guess they haven't got round to it yet. Consider my options. Your fellow exiles are taking a moment to unwind, to diary all motions for you to join them. Best get used to your new life here, Rita. We seldom get such moments of reprieve. Perhaps some further study of that book shall pass the time. You could join me for a little stroll if you're feeling up to it. Always something to be foraged around here. Or you could teach us more of what you know. Prepare us for the next ride. In any case, we do what we can to stay busy. Keeps the sense of isolation well at bay. At bay? Certain junctions you may choose from several vocations, ways in which you can make yourself useful during occasional moments of free time. So Search the area for valuables to add to our stash of goods. Study in private. Hone your skills as a reader to grant small global bonuses to your fellow exiles during the rites. Mentor a companion. Teach your fellow exiles of the old ways to raise their individual rank in the rites more quickly. I guess I like the idea of studying the book to try and gain, like, maybe a permanent global buff. So we can either get stuff, we can level up a guy, or we can level up ourselves. Small global bonuses. Are they permanent, though? Is there anything going on in the Black Wagon? No. Man, I don't want to typecast myself as the big nerd, but instead of hanging out with a friend or going for a pleasant stroll, I think I'm just going to hide in the back of my bedroom and read a book. Find a relatively quiet clearing to study the Book of Rites with undivided attention. Through greater understanding comes the reader's influence. Bonuses that you bestow on all of your fellow exiles. Focus on which aspect of the Book of Rites? Teachings and their wisdom. To increase their hope. Authors and their prowess. To increase their speed. It's innate mystic power. To boost their aura. We don't know enough about the book to master its fundamental purpose. Spirit, celerity, or tenacity? I mean, having a bigger aura seems very strong. I think I'm going to try that one. Although, Aura's are very strong going head-to-head, but you don't have an aura while you've got the ball. So maybe quickness would also be good. Can't go wrong with quickness, right? Gotta have that speed when you're traveling the ball. Oh, not traveling the ball? Yeah, you can't travel in basketball, right? Concentrate on your knowledge of the 8 scribes and how together they compose the Book of Rites among their many feats. Inspiration comes to you in a flash, whether from the book or from within, you cannot tell. Gain the reader's influence, celerity. All Nightwings gain +1 quickness. Sweet. Continue your journey. Path leading further west splits off. Once again, your fellow exiles turn the choice of where to go over to you. Bay seems enthusiastic for whichever route you choose. Glue Hive. North route across the Jamura Valley passes the remains of the Hive Titan. Bay believes that those who travel this path shall be as strong as Gaul of the 8 scribes. Fall Flat. The south route across the Jamura Valley is riddled with barren rock and bone. Bay believes that those who travel this path shall be as swift as Jamura of the 8 scribes. Well, stat-wise, I feel like maybe we'd be better off doubling down on speed. But I kind of want to see this, this Hive Titan. So I think we're going to Glue Hive. Bay is behaving stranger than usual as you pass through the stark badlands of Glue Hive. Violenthius still looms over the western edge of the valley. The scribes! I think they're here! I think that they were here. Can you not feel their presence in the sand and in the air and all about? First you pay little heed, but later you observe your fellow exiles seem to be in better spirits than before. Perhaps it was the previous day's rest that did everyone good. Gain +1 presence for the next rite. Okay, cool. So this scorpion thing must be the Titan of which they were speaking. You can kind of see it whichever direction you come from, it's huge. But sure. En route to the Spring of Dramur, you hear about the roving slug market, which appears to be nearby. Ruki insists you take a look after you settle in. Oh, a new page revealed. You can go to the slug market and sell that package that we found. Edwin's hanging about. Ruki's scouting. Dariel's warming up. And I don't think we've got an icon for Bay. Alright, Hedwin, what's going on? Hedwin motions for you to join him. While his manner is as easygoing as ever, you sense his contemplative mood. You are wondering about this wagon. It's a long story, but I'm going to keep it short. You last long enough in the downside, you start to hear a lot of crazy things. One of the crazy things I heard one day is that there were a group of exiles out there fighting one another for freedom, under the stars, while wearing masks and dresses. Everyone I was with just laughed, but something about the story stuck with me, and I started to do some digging. Got in touch with Jody, who I knew. She got in touch with Ruki. He knew who to ask, and it turned out I knew how to answer. That's when we got in touch with our contact, Sandalwood. We talked only through messengers, never met in person. I must have gained his trust. He told me to go searching in the sand folds. Downriver at the southern edge of the downside. Gave an exact location, told me to bring my friends. Then he said to get a reader. The wagon was almost completely buried when we found it. The minstrel was out cold in the corner, just the way you saw him. The rest you know. So, the wagon isn't ours, the robes aren't ours, and I don't know who the Nightwings are. One day, maybe we'll meet up with our informant and learn more, but now you know as much as any of us do. So that's how we got here, how we met you. Anyway, I'll leave you to it. See you later on. He nods at you and heads out, leaving you there in the black wagon. Okay, so they probably didn't say, take an axe to the heads of the Nightwings. See what's new in the Book of Rites? This is... It said there's a new page, but this is the existing one, isn't it? Hey, Tailcat. What are you up to? Oh. You come in to say hi to chat. Ooh, hey, kitty. Whoop. How many nations did I scour in the name of Solium Mur? How many countries fell before our spears and blades? Such questions mattered less to me with every passing victory. Our legion swelled across our land, and our dominion grew. The Emperor Solium Mur paid all this little heed. He only tended to his personal affairs. Our legions relished the autonomy. We did not know that the Emperor cared nothing for his legions, nor his people. He cared only for that which was before him. One day he learned of such a thing as befit his name, and vowed to seek it out. Okay. This is a different page to the one that... okay. You click in the corners to turn the page. This is still by the same guy, then. So it's not just going to be 8 pages. We're going to get more out of this book than I thought. What's up, Tilly? You want to head back out? Is that because I picked you up? Off you go, then. Okay, so let's have a look at the slug market, then. Hey, guys! How's it going, Mr. Greentail? Been a while and all that. Hey, Ron. It's going. Say, how come you've set up shop all the way out here? Isn't this a bit out the way? Oh, well, let's just say, you guys, you ain't my only customers. See, Dad and I, we know this business pretty good. We've been around the block, and so... As Ron keeps blathering, Rookie signals to you in a furtive way. Here's the deal, chum. Got an informant that says there's something here connected to this rights business. See if you can spot it. Should be able to pawn off some of our stuff to make the trade. And don't even worry about Falcon Run. So anyway, you guys got something for me or what? That plain parcel you got there, I could take it off your paws, if you want. So, plain parcel for 30 gold? Sounds good to me. Hey, you know, I'll take it, Mr. Greentail. You drive a pretty hard bargain. Now, are you gonna take something off my hands here, or what? Sol are the claims, apparently. The game wants me to buy the Moon Crest. Being banished by an adversary, the bearer has a chance to return immediately. 30%. Resembles the sigil of the Nightwings. So what else is there? While carrying the orb, you move faster than usual. Okay, I'm not going to be able to afford any of this other stuff. Plunging into the pyre, do bonus damage. Sapphirite, your pyre gains 7 health. Yeah, so this is all we can afford. That's a one-of-a-kind thinger you've just got there, you know? And you got yourself a real good deal from me as well, so thanks. Switch to the roster to equip the talisman. Apparently any one of us bozos can get a little edge out of that thing. During the rites, I mean. Just a question of who gets to try it out. One moment, guys. Somebody's at my door. Be back in just a moment. Sorry about that, everybody. I'm back now. Let's see if we can press on. Each of your fellows may have a talisman equipped. Decide who shall wield it. Chance to return immediately. Well, I feel like the doggo is the one most likely to get banished because he's got the smallest aura. He's also the fastest, which means he's most likely to be aggressive with the ball. Okay. Anyways, that over here, his feet, you know, we've been having some trouble with his feet, getting real something or other from all the hoofing around. And so you see... Ruki indicates to you that now would be a good time to depart. Yeah, not much else we can do here. Interact to let him be himself. Interact to let him please be quiet. Exit the slug market, I guess. See ya, Mr. Greentail. And your friend there. I like them. Seems real nice, you know. Okay, well, looks like we've got the next rite coming up. As you complete preparations for the rites to commence, you notice Bay approaching. You notice too that she is wearing your companion's raiments. We can go home? Bay, I thought I made myself quite clear that you were not to touch those robes. Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Dariel. I just thought that maybe you were being funny at the time. Unbelievable. I'm never funny. Hey, I think something's happening in the sky. I think we're up.
Reader, what brings you to the spring of Jomir? Why, it must have been the stars. Although it seems that your triumvirate now numbers 4 exiles, not the expected 3. The rules of the rites were not created for you to besmirch.
Besmirch.
Prepare now to confront the fate. They still honor the traditions of the scribes, and surely have been longing for this chance. But first, you have a choice to make.
The sky burns bright once more as your next adversaries and the rites approach. Their apparent leader is a bent old cur who regards you with a formal bow. At his side is an intense young man. I hail you, exiles of the Nightwings. I am grateful you chose to grace us with your presence once again. I am called Dalbert Oldheart, and this is my son, Alma. We need not greet them, father. We shall face you in the field this night, and may the victor's pyre burn eternal. But first we offer you a token of good faith, and show of appreciation that the Nightwings have returned. Dalbert approaches you with something in his paw. You sense his motives are sincere as he hands you a small talisman. Tailwind Crest grants the bearer +2 quickness. Ooh. Thank him and begin. Is it too late to equip that? That cur was very kind. His son, he was so caring, wasn't he? When can we start? I want to help you beat them. We need 3 of us exactly to conduct a rite. We've got 4 now, besides the reader. So it ought to be their call. Someone has to stand aside this time. I volunteer. No volunteering, chum. It ought to be the reader's call, remember? Very well then, reader. Who shall it be? So choose 3 exiles to conduct each rite.
Now we shall get started.
Well, I feel like we should try out Bay at least. Bay's race, savage. No enlightenment. So she's got a smaller presence, but a higher speed. Same glory and more or less the same hope. Sprint, jump, cast, much the same moves as the other guy. So, seems like she was probably exiled out here for being crazy. But we don't know for sure, I guess. Don't have any of her masteries yet. Oh yeah, we've got a talisman, right? For the speed boost.
Bay.
Oh, me? Thank you. Thank you for believing in me, because I think the scribes do too.
Jodariel.
As you will. Don't have to tell me twice, chum.
It is done.
Hey, I'll have other chances. I think you did the right thing. Nightwings, I trust you are well prepared, for these old eyes yet see that the rite shall be commencing momentarily. Are you quite ready too, my son? I hope so, father. Here now, let me show you.
Commence. Stand not in glory's path. The Nightwings are first to strike the adversary's flame. If I were that one, I'd be rather angry.
Oh.
To each his own.
Oh no.
Quite foul for the Nightwings.
I thought that guy had the ball, but he didn't. That was a bit of a misplay. Look forth, my son. The waters of Jamura Manymane bring blessings unto us this eve. Perhaps our chance has come at last. We need more than blessings to prevail against them, father. Please, keep fighting. Moondrops. Okay.
A boon come from the stars themselves. But shall it be enough for Dalbert and his faithful son? Quite the turn of events.
Oh, how'd it get all the way over there? No! Get back here! There we go.
They plunged into the pyre. The
Okay.
Nightwing's pyre burns brighter for now. Oh, poor Ruki.
Oh, whoops. Okay, it looks clear.
Righteous fire!
So having to move that one character forward while the others were distracted, but there we go.
Brilliantly
It's all about speed.
poor Ruki. An awkward situation for the Fate, and it is done.
Okay. Yeah, so with the big one, if you can dash into somebody, you can pretty much immediately dash again,
Glorious performance, I must
as it
say.
recharges her stamina.
Perhaps you shan't be quite so
Devastatingly
fortunate
defensive
next
character.
time.
Oh. So then we did it, didn't we? Indeed. Kinda feel bad about that Dalbert, though. Exiles of the Nightwings, the dawn is yours, and you may earn your freedom. But, Father, the dawn might have been ours. We failed, and I failed you. Nonsense. We are the Fate. We do what is ordained, and nothing less. Now let us go, my son, for I am weary once again.
There is much to learn from this experience. It seems the exiled Ruki opened up his eyes a bit.
See that, chums? Old Rookie Greentail's got some bite in him yet. Because agility and fortune, maneuvers. Relentlessness and further. Jump a second time while airborne. I've not really been using the jump, and I probably should be. I wonder if you can just jump clean over a person with enough speed. Extra speed. Chance to instantly return. Jump a second or third time while airborne. 5 damage when plunging into the pyre. Cast his aura further than usual. That might be useful because his aura is tiny. It's the only way he's ever going to beat anybody. Blast can banish nearby adversaries. It's not properly banished when he gets an aggressive one. When he goes into the pyre and gets banished by that. I'm gonna take the second jump.
From the Alpha Chief himself. Until the next right.
Hello, excuse me? I mean, would you excuse me for a moment, do you think? You're one of them. What do you want? Father needs me. Oh, I'm sorry. I think that I forgot what I was going to say. I'm so embarrassed, What is the matter for you? It's against the right for us to even speak like this. I did not know that, I don't think. No one said anything like that to me, but then all this is very new to me, and so I thought maybe... You cannot be serious. Yes, I mean, I like to laugh. I like to laugh a lot. And you? How about you? This is a Nightwing's trick. Father told me not to speak with any of you. But I just... I have to go.
Visalia.
Wait. Alma, wait. I think that was your name? Was that even your name? Wait. Oh no. Poor Bay. Best girl. As you return to the wagon after vanquishing the Fade, you notice Jadariel tense up and frown. Where did he go? Who? Wait, the sleeping guy? The minstrel. He's gone. See, it is true. There's no trace of the lone minstrel. We'd been lying still in the corner of the wagon all this time. We joined the others in search for him outside. I've learned nothing of the lone minstrel other than what little Hedwyn told you, of how they found him with the wagon. Since they're concerned as they scour the vicinity for him, we'll worry about the minstrel, my friend. You worry about the stars. Wherever they guide us, we're going. You gaze upon the stars once more. So this is where we are now. Haub, the Midnight Star. The standing stones at the edge of the flagging hands. I think we have to go there? Gull says that we can't choose that one, which is interesting, because none of the others even give me the option to not be able to choose them. Okay, so I think we have to go there. Whoa. Everyone, we're headed back east, all the way across the valley. Towards the cairn of Haub, then. Mighty Bone Titan, Shack's 6 shoulders. That's right, we have to risk it. What if that minstrel guy doesn't turn up by then? We shall find him, on this night or another. They continue searching for some time. However, the minstrel is nowhere to be found. Okay. So Bay's got a symbol now. Bay and Ruki are fixing something. Jodie is braiding her hair. Having secured victory over the Fate in a rather one-sided contest last night, find Hedwyn off on his own. You sense he wants to talk about your decision to exclude him from conducting the rite. I guess we'll have some tough choices to make before this is all over, my friend. Just been thinking about that. I'm glad you let the others go instead of me during the rite. I mean that, all the more since we succeeded. I don't know what's more intense, participating in the rite or just watching from the sidelines. Anyway, thank you for checking in. I'm off to make sure we're ready to move. He departs to check on things outside. You sense he has no misgivings about what transpired. He's more concerned at present about the missing minstrel. Okay. Glad he took that well. Yeah, he did volunteer for it, to be fair. Yeah, we don't know much about any of them yet. like there's anything else going on. Let's continue our journey. I'll need to wrap up soon, but maybe we can at least reach our destination before then. There's still no sign of the lone minstrel, although Jodariel tracks potential signs of movement east the same way you are headed. Consider where to search for him. Jodariel believes the missing minstrel must have taken the same route you took earlier. Hedwyn thinks the missing minstrel could have taken the route opposite to the one you took. He probably took the soft, low route rather than the one over the hills, right? He's an old fellow. He's not been very well. I think if he was climbing the hills, we'd have found him by now. As you travel through the rocky pathway of Fall Flat, Hedwyn seems more ill at ease than usual. There's no sign of the missing minstrel. Sorry about this, Jody. I had a hunch you must have come this way. Would that our hunches could be more dependable. But do not fear. We shall find him yet. Sounds like a hunch to me. More of a promise. Pick up bits and pieces of the minstrel's significance to your fellow exiles. He was there when they first discovered the Black Wagon, but they refuse to say much more for now. Stop the wagon. What? How come? Because of her. They're coming! They're coming for us! We have to be ready! We have to! Does she mean what I think she means? I believe so. Fellow exiles scramble to prepare for the wagon for whatever is out there. To help them settle in, perhaps you can learn more of their source of concern. Uh-oh. Looks like we're about to have trouble. Seems like maybe we're about to be attacked. Well, I don't know how the game handles that. I assume attackers don't challenge us to a b-ball match. Base status, talking to herself. Scouting the premises, sniffing the air. Merely nearby. Okay. Well, it's going to be about that time, guys. So I think I might wrap up there. So I think we just hit a checkpoint. But okay, so far this seems really cool. Interested to see where this game's going. The next time I'll be playing it will be next Wednesday. Tomorrow afternoon I'll be doing more Skyrim. But I will also be back in about 2.5 hours when we'll be doing our Minecraft Monday. In the meantime, let's go see who we can say hi to. I'm expecting Pretzel to be on. Anybody else playing Pyre? It is just us. Alright, let's go say hi to Berto then. He's playing Metal Gear Solid 5. We'll see how he's doing today. So yeah, thanks for watching everybody. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have. I'm interested to see where that goes. And I hope I'll see you all next time. Until then, everyone.